Hey there, Colin here, best-selling author of What Do You Think and founder of CSB Coaching. I support stressed and overwhelmed professionals to realize a more fulfilling balance between their 9 to 5 and being empowered to thrive in their everyday life. And I call it the art of balanced living. In today's video, I'd like to share with you some statistics with regards to your work-life balance. So essentially, the more time you spend at work, the less time you have to spend it at home or doing what it is that you enjoy doing with the people that you love to do it with. So in essence, it's about working smarter, not harder. It's about task management. It's not about time management. It's about prioritizing your tasks efficiently and effectively, rather than trying to get everything done, which 9 times out of 10 is virtually impossible. Look at the Pareto principle as well, where 80% of your results are generated by 20% of your actions. So are you focusing on 80% of your actions, which generate 20% of your results, and therefore coming home frustrated and stressed? And as statistics show, 40% of people lie awake at night worrying about the events of the day. But if you've prioritized effectively and you're targeting your 20% activities for your 80% results, then surely you're coming home a lot more fulfilled, satisfied, and with a sense of achievement. You're a different person walking through your front door. You're a different person meeting your family. Leave work at work. And it's not about perfection, it's not about completion, it's about doing the best that you can do. As Helen Russell, who's author of The Year of Living Danishly, as she said, get your work done the best way that you can, then go home. Don't worry about what anyone else is up to. It only takes one person to break the cycle and to help to change the workplace culture. Statistics released or published by the Daily Mail reveal that at least 4 million people in the UK work 48 hours or more per week. Now, in terms of the Working Time Directive, we're not supposed to be working more than 48 hours, but over 4 million of us are. 1 in 25 males are reported to be working in excess of 60 hours a week. What impact is that having on your life, your health, your relationships, your sleep patterns? How can working 60 hours a week contribute to a fulfilling balance between work and life? In fact, statistics revealed by the Daily Mail in a separate article show that for people working more than 48 hours, 27% of them feel depressed, 34% of them feel anxious, and 58% of them feel irritable. Maybe we could take a leaf out of Sweden's book. A recent trial in Gothenburg was conducted in a nursing home in which they decided to implement a 6-hour working day. And for 2 years, in a care home for elderly people, this survey was carried out in an attempt to find out how it would impact the health and quality of life, not only for the assistant nurses, but for those in the home receiving the care. The preliminary results reflected a 10% reduction in sick leave. And also, the caregivers reported an increase with relation to their levels of calmness and alertness, a decrease in the levels of stress. Having more time to recuperate and to spend with the family was an important factor in the survey with regard to creating a sustainable work-life balance. In a recent survey commissioned by Crown Workplace Relocations, 75% of employees believed that a 6-hour working day would be beneficial to their business. Compare that with the 16% who thought the opposite, and then the remaining 9% of UK employees who simply weren't sure. 4 in 10 bosses believe that their staff would be just as productive in 6 hours as they currently are in 8. Twice as many as the number of respondents who thought that the move would actually decrease productivity. So 4 in 10 bosses were for the move in terms of reducing a working day to 6 hours, and 2 in 10 were against the move, believing it would have a reduction in terms of the level of productivity. But perhaps most tellingly, managers favored the shorter working day because, and I quote the article from Lauren Davidson in the Daily Telegraph, who says that they thought having more leisure time would increase employees' mental and physical well-being, but also improve their relationships with friends and family, boost their creativity, and reduce the number of sick days taken. The reason I mention these statistics is they're evidence that working smarter, not harder, can actually have a much more positive impact on your overall well-being. It's not about perfection. It's not about getting everything done to completion. It's about getting your work done the best way that you can. Prioritize your tasks. Schedule your day. Map it out. Eliminate or reduce to the best of your ability the distractions which remove you from your productivity. Plan your day. Schedule your chunks of hours. Break them down into blocks of 50 minutes where you're working productively and without distraction for 50 minutes. Then take a 10-minute break. Walk around. Re-energize. Invigorate. Transition between tasks. You'll find you're a lot more productive. But leave work at work. Don't take it home with you. Your home life should be separate to your work life. And if you have to work from home, then work in a dedicated space for work where you can literally close the door on it and separate your work and your life. Find the balance. Find a way to transition. Be the best version of you, but allow yourself to be that version. Don't be distracted by work emails. In fact, as a suggestion, why not advise your colleagues that you will respond to emails within a 24-hour period? That way you're not constantly checking your phone, which not only has an impact in terms of separation and transitioning between work and life, but if you're checking your emails well into the night or first thing in the morning, it's also having a massive bearing on your relaxation time, your rest, recuperation. You should be able to separate work and rest. Don't let them blend into each other, because then how are you going to recharge your batteries, relax and invigorate if you're constantly working? And that includes checking emails. Sometimes just say no, but leave your work at work. Be more present at home with your loved ones, in your relationships. Don't let work take over and dominate your life. It's about the balance. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me here today. And if you know of anyone who you feel may benefit from this video, then please feel free to share it with them. Please also like, comment, engage. I value your feedback. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel or perhaps my Facebook group, the community, The Art of Balanced Living. The links are below. I will be updating content or videos on a weekly basis. So again, through subscribing, that way you'll be sure not to miss any updates. Until next week's video, thanks again for joining me. And as always, live with balance. Have a great week. Look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.